All right, well, map number 1 ended in a little bit of a heartbreak for the pick of Mythic. Second, not too much different than that, as Badass Gaming were also unable to surmount their opponent in their endeavors. Now find themselves here on a third and overpass, where we look to finish it all off, seeing which one of these two teams will be able to rearrange themselves in the correct order to make it work. Anthran, what do we got?
I don't know, man. Again, it's just the problems of old plaguing Badass Gaming. And it's kind of the same thing on the pistol, where it feels a little more like tame to see a team maybe go for a spot in Fountain and then fall back. Badass Gaming didn't even do that this round. So with snav wielding 2 flashes, that's about the brunt of the utility Badass have in this round. Team Mythic, though, that's the surprising thing. Normally in these pistols, they bring in a horde of utility. They go for like a full exec on pistols, but we're not going to see that here. And when they're spotted, so comes the contact all the way up long. Dare taking a fight on 2 different fronts, winning 1, so at least he goes home not empty-handed, but he may not go home at all. Still fighting, in fact, the only one doing it.
Oh my.
4 kills from the middle of this site feels unheard of, and now Truck Lover has to run back to pistol success of Mirage. Both running him down. A couple of headshots connect, but Project 90 holds it down for Badass Gaming.
Yeah, Truck Lover looking to one-up Dare there with a clutch on top of the 4K, unable to surmount the final player. It looked like he might have had a chance into it, but very well done in order to keep that bomb site under lock and key from Dare. The rotation back up a little bit delayed, but he holds himself accountable and holds himself responsible for the absolute masterclass that was put down in the beginning of this third map, where he needed to most. He shows himself and now gets himself a couple of extra bucks for the AWP later on, invested now instead into the A1S that he will be utilizing towards the top side of A up against fully unarmored opponents, if they go that way, which they won't.
Mythic, we saw a lot of these at the beginning and I'd say end of their T-half on Ancient, where it was just tight top.
That Shadow.
Looking to farm some cash on the MP9, only 1 kill. It's not the greatest, not the worst. Could be better, but you only lose an SMG in the engagement. Even Shane should go back to pick up that FAMAS after this kill comes through, and shouldn't really be much sleep lost for Badass Gaming.
A1S supremacy, or MP5 supremacy, man. It's back.
Honestly, I'm down. I'm down for this.
Yeah, I don't know what about it has changed, if anything at all, but I don't know, it looks a little bit shinier. Sounds a little bit nicer, I guess. That's all I got, really.
I don't know. They say that they didn't change anything going into CS2 gun-wise, but that's just, like, that can't be true. That can't be true. Like, the XM10 was never this good.
Something's off. Something just isn't global offensive.
Something ain't right.
Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but Valve, you better get to the darn bottom of it.
Well, first rifle comes out for Mythic, but off to a rocky start with Cooper catching an HE. And there's 2 in long here for Badass again. This is something we don't too commonly see. And right now, Team Mythic are waiting for the over-aggressive push to come through, which eventually is given. Frankie, though, double dings Truck Lover and says, you won't be playing this round, neither will Cooper, as they continue their onslaught in Fountain. Nobody stops them. Bomb still dropped outside Fountain, and Hate Flum both have to somehow make this round manageable.
Somehow, some way. It's going to be a little bit precarious for the time being to be able to cobble together something with virtually nothing. I don't know if you're familiar with the rules of alchemy, but speaking of Full Metal Alchemist, you need to. You need no. This is real life. This is real life. You need something to trade in order to get something back. And right now, the lack of bodies to trade out is going to be kind of difficult. That's just how alchemy works in general. Obviously, with potions, with like, medicine and things of that nature, and other chemicals, you need to have one to go into the other. And Badass Gaming, well, I'll tell you what. One thing they have a lot of right now in comparison to their opponents is going to be rounds.
And it's about to turn to 3. We've seen leads like this before, but it's the CT side that really has me intrigued. 13 seconds, tapping the bomb. Hate, hoping they get him a couple of.
Oh my gosh!
They turned an unwinnable round into 3 kills. Like, that's That's good for all intents and purposes.
Yeah.
And we're early enough onto this game to where that's something you can be okay with.
Yeah, it's all right.
I mean, it's all right.
It's all right.
You know what video that references, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what he's talking about in that video? Yeah, but do you know what he's doing it on?
Burger King Whopper.
No, the Popeye's chicken sandwich.
I think the Popeye's chicken sandwich is really good.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll talk about this later.
True, we'll reconvene. Ooh, that nade should be a heat seeker. Yeah, he's as far away from that nade as he was. Still good enough with how low. And now in a 4-on-2 again, it just feels like Team Mythic are throwing this round up to a gutter ball. Spam still comes through. Shane doesn't want to let them inch closer. A bomb plant here would be a miracle.
I could use one. Right now, with a Deagle, excuse me, a P250 and a Tech 9, shoulder to shoulder won't really matter. Brothers in arms, well, you're going to live and die together, so it seems. Now Project Mindy might have been dinked. He's got a teammate at the bottom side of the monster tunnel to be able to help him out. And Cooper abandons his brother. How dare you! On the battlefield, his brother is left blood slain. Eventually makes his way back, but it's too little too late. The damage has already been done. And all that matters is that one brother sits down on the ramp looking down at himself in his own reflection as he dies.
That is such a good round to win, or a good way to win that round too if you're Badass Gaming. Start building up of finances early. Get the op out on Dare already, and you've got reserves for days on most of your players. Dare, he might struggle in the following round if this doesn't go their way, but even then, you're still going to see an investment. And hell, I wouldn't even be surprised if Shane dropped an op to him and sacrificed himself. That's a big if they lose this round. Remember, they got, if I'm not mistaken, 5 on Ancient's CT side, looking to tie that up here. And again, they know what's coming. Snav blinded up by a flashbang, but Cooper falls early, and is anybody looking to hit Fountain right now? They're not. FREAKAZOiD just gets a free kill. All right, trade comes in, so it's not like it's for nothing, but that kill probably shouldn't have even been allowed. They're still around in Playground, too. This round is looking like, again, just a straight butterball as Shane spams down hate through the wood wall. And now Flom isn't even close to the bomb, moving back up through connector, spotted by Dare. No anonymity any longer, and a flick connects. The lockdown 5 for Badass Gaming, keeping Mythic speechless.
Yeah, there is no voice right now from Team Mythic. The roar of the lion has been silenced to a mere meow as they continue to fall further and further down the ladder. It's Badass Gaming who climb above them and use Mythic as their rungs. Dare on 10. 2 deaths to his name. Cooper yet to be on the board, and that is a problem. That is in itself a major issue that needs to be squared away. He needs to become a little bit more of a focal point to the plan of action from here on out, because against Dare's AWP, not a whole hell of a lot to save or anything, but anywhere else onto the map, he's going to need to be a little bit more focused upon now. His guns, in terms of rifles, in the hands of Hate and FREAKAZOiD. Will that be nearly enough as of right now? Already looking like that will not be the case, as Flom is taken down to a measly 14.
This nade could do some decent damage. No. Avoided well by Truck Lover. And Mythic slow it down. Badass have gone back to this more reserved defense, but it makes a lot more sense here because they've been aggressive, right? Now you keep Mythic guessing, and they don't have a lot of utility to fight back here either, so it's not like they're going to flash in, exec into a site, and just win. They should be outgunned every step of the way.
So you'd say, so you'd think, so you'd hope in the favor of Badass Gaming at the very least that would be the case.
Ooh, I think that jump spot did see something out long, so now they can start to prepare for the end times. 46 seconds, smoke still on Darren. I'd imagine that's going to be targeted straight in the front of bathrooms. Cover up that molly, force them to either go through with smoke or wait to the very last couple of bitter seconds. Snap.
Oh no, wait.
Smoke is required. 2 rounds. Dare falls, so it may be for nothing. Rotations aren't fast enough, and the bomb point should go down. However, he has got one more fight to take before all is said and done. Shane keeping Badass up, I remember. At this point, with how deep you are in the lead for this game, I don't think they really mind. So long as you still come away with the round, things should be fine. No utility, and these are where these rounds get a little more tricky to try and win. Truck Lover, one flash to help his case. But even his position is now given away. They start to walk him down. Trades have been a big issue, evident for this CT side so far. Holding off the diffuser. It's a rare occurrence for Badass that it goes over that well, but I'm sure they're happy for it. 6-0 start in the off recovered.
Dare feeling the need to really support his player on the front side of the toilets is actually going to be his undoing. Both he and his teammate will fall one after the other as he exposes himself to long instead of allowing them to scale up into the site into his crosshair. Really gets that round into a difficult position, but even so, able to rein it back in. 6-0. Wow, that is quite the scoreline to be able to have on, albeit a CT side of the map, relatively speaking in general, but even so, nothing on for Mythic is going to be a hard pill to swallow considering this is the halfway point of the first half. And they've got nothing to show for them. No EWP for Cooper, a chance to really show what he's got up against this other player, but Dare now changing his angle of attack literally into the connector in the neighborhood of the door. It's going to be he who finds Flom down and out for the count, but now they know where he's playing from, but a quick rotation back up to A. Will it be too little too late? Or will he be able to make his way just in time for the remainder of the rotation from Mythic?
Look at Snav. Is he going to walk back into the front of bathrooms? They've done this setup a couple of times before, but usually Snav is good for at least one. Numbers up yet again. Dare continues his reign of terror. Bomb dropped on Cooper, and they hear footsteps pitter-pattering at the front of bathrooms. They know where this take is coming. Snav wanting the kill and getting hungry for it. Truck Lover as soon as he throws this smoke. Position given away. Snav's not ready to punish it, though. Could have been huge. Could have been round winning. Truck Lover is just pretty much naked in this round right now. Snav goes back on top of the trash can. They know it's coming in. Utility tells them that Snav's going to spin around. He'll have to do everything by himself on the top of the trash can. He and Dare are all that's needed for a good A-site defense. Mythic, still nothing.
Honestly, I mean, I haven't personally been that impressed with how professionals have looked playing CS2 across the board so far in its existence, but some of the shots that are being landed right now by the side of specifically Badass Gaming and Truck Lover on occasion are absolutely stunning to me. Something that I haven't seen in any game, whether it be as a spectator or a player just yet in terms of consistency.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Now, again, nading down to the bottom of Fountain. It's basic utility by the book stuff. 4 players starting off at B for Badass Gaming. Expecting something of a brazen push from Team Mythic, but so far they've been outgunned whilst doing it. I think they still know there's a couple of players at this B-site's defense, so they haven't gone in just yet. Snav is left on an island of his own at A. Kill it long could lure them right into the trap of Badass Gaming, but that's a big if. It looks like FREAKAZOiD may end up clearing out Snav without him even getting a lick of information as to what's going on. Their false project, so even if they go into B, it's just as simple as trading out Shane, though Snav's coming down con. Flom reloading, Snav holding. I think he's seen, but now it's just a delay of a game of delaying.
Yeah, really. If Shane can do something absolutely massive inside of the site, and then when they're eventually either forced in or back up to A, Snap with a nice little game outside the bottom of there. But, I mean, yeah, again, they know where he's at. They got utility to be able to block him off 2v1. It's not going to be an easy task whatsoever. And if I'm Snav, knowing the money situation that we're in right now, I may as well go for it. We're 7 rounds up. Do some damage onto them. Maybe even come out with a round win. It's going to have to be a massive effort from him to be able to do so, though. 45 HP already sneaking away back through Monster Tunnel. He's out of there.
Yeah, it was kind of unlucky, because the only real way you're winning this round is if Project finds 2 on site. He has to kill both defenders because FREAKAZOiD comes all the way through long, and while Yats like ships in the night with Snav and FREAKAZOiD both going past one another, Freak's position is so much stronger. He gets to go through heaven, come through from that B-site flank. So again, the only way they win that round is if Project finds both kills out Monster, because he's likely just getting traded. Then Snav can look to stop FREAKAZOiD from getting the bomb, play the 1v1 on half HP, hope that he catches the right timing. But they can't progress it that far. Good trades come through from Mythic and finally get them on the board. Better late than never, but they're going to have a lot more to follow up.
This has been primarily the Dare show. In that round, wasn't really given the chance to be able to do much with that round. With that, now they need to recreate that similar level of success, whether it be, as I previously mentioned about how Overpass should be played against a player like him with the level of confidence that he does have, circumnavigating him, or perfectly utilizing utility in order to be able to stop him. And Frankie with a wild spray there, not going to connect on barely any of his bullets. But Dare, he doesn't dare miss, as he needs to land those kinds of shots if he's going to feel any sort of semblance of comfortability into the remainder of the round. With a 5v4, that would have been a catastrophe, at least able to keep it into an equal man scenario, but even so, favoring Mythic wherever they decide to group up, it's going to be a 2-2 split more likely than not.
This is still a very big opportunity for Mythic. 4-on-4s are so hard to defend. They keep you up at the lower side of the map. And Badass slow it down. They don't go throwing away what little they have. And I love this jump spot from Shane. Eventually, Cooper's going to have to make a movement. And I think this Molly's just going to be ricocheted off of the wall. Or off of the pillar. Or no, just thrown straight into the tube. So Cooper's going to have to smoke that off and walk out if he wants any chance of coming into this round. Seeing him above the smoke, but Shane catches wind first. Nade goes in. Nade almost goes out. They know it's coming B now. Dare's looking to hold down the line, but he's not ready for him to punch up short. Good flick, drops the bomb. Only has a little bit of time. Frankie, oh no. I can predict that round is won, but I can at least also live update. Hold on.
Pull up the HLTV, guys. Hang in there. Hang on tight. We got this.
The HLTV. I got the Flom stream.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait.
They lost it. It's 8-1.
It's 8-1.
It's 8-1. I got you. Don't you dare steal my thunder. I had to pull up the Flom stream for that one. No ads needed.
Better do some ASMR on stream instead. Better pull out my keyboard and start tip-tapping and put them to sleep so they won't even know it happened.
You're really trying to get fired live on air. That's kind of crazy. I mean, first with the crunchy peanut butter, then with the keyboard ASMR.
If you guys don't like crunchy peanut butter, then maybe you don't deserve to be in our Twitch chat, okay? That's all I'm saying.
I think if you don't like crunchy peanut butter,
I speak for ESL.
Human being.
I think I speak for the entirety of the ESL company. I'm just kidding. Cooper's out. Oh, he's out, monster. He's out there. He's putting himself out there well and truly.
God.
He has sneaked all the way up to this B-bomb site. Nobody's home. Where is everybody? They have full utility, and they've got no anything to show for it. What is going on?
I think they kind of expected this to be a hard A push from Team Mythic. I'm not entirely sure what happened and what got miscommunicated or whatnot, but if they don't get a kill, wait, the bomb's still not down. All right, I was going to say, that is quite the long time for the bomb to not go down, but this is by no means unwinnable. fREAKAZoid's mollied out of the corner. This smoke is about to fade in heaven. 2 players are low. Rather, just 1. I don't know where they found Truck Lover, but they did. Now another molly in pit, so they know that this angle, which is one of the most difficult to clear out on these retakes, is now cleared. And another comes through with now left Flom in a 1v3. Stuck in short and behind a smoke. One's going to go right back on top of the Flom. Again, it's a game to protect the president. He's done this a couple of times before. His spam doesn't land through the smoke. Flom only finds the 1, and Shane sticks it for a 9. They are 1 away from having their best CT side of the season.
That is probably going to be the best CT side of the season for them for the rest of the regular season at the very least, maybe even the whole season, because this is looking like an absolute masterclass practically.
Not anything I had on the docket for Badass coming into this series. Whether you had them competing and being competitive or not, this is just not something I'd anticipated.
This is going to be now one more attempt before a nice little savey save, unless a bomb plant can be cobbled through, but Dare not allowing them to get even close to that as he changes his angle of attack from round to round. This is going to be his connector time, and out there be nobody else going to be any more successful than the previous.
Feels like it's a sign of the times for Mythic, man. This is so uncharacteristic. These raw plays, these swinging aim duels, they never usually go for these, but from the dust emerges something promising. Nade's going to go into the sight damage on Truck Lover, but completely missing FREAKAZOiD, who goes back around through Graffiti. Nice little flash. Assists the cause as they try to drop down. They have info on both the remaining players now, but left to Dare's trusty hands. Up against the world, and the world doesn't seem too nice. Trying to spot FREAKAZOiD above the wall, too. I'm shocked with how eager Dare is to get back into this round, and I love the way that FREAKAZOiD plays this. It's just straight ring around the rosy, but it's also not planted for him. So if he had gone through to try finding Truck Lover and smoked the bomb after he gets the kill, it's a possible.
That's a crazy thought, yeah.
Now it's just a game of count. No, wow. 2 HP.
Somehow he's the one to live out of all that.
That's crazy.
Somehow, some way. Three more for Badass, and only 1 more left into the half. Mythic looking to at least scrape past with whatever they can at this point. Fair change. But I guess it's more so than anything else, Badass Gaming, who are looking for spare change themselves, as they're breaking into the rainy day fund to be able to put whatever they can forth into the final. As 1 A1S, not going to be the greatest of weapons across the board to utilize, and also the utility is down to 1 smoke in the first 10 seconds.
Now, changing up the angles this time in Con, moving around on the MP9, grants him 1.5. Cooper successfully trades out hate. Sounds like this, you're okay with these one-for-ones. Frankie even getting away with robbery around Monster.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
He has been an identifiable weakness for Bass. So again, I'm not surprised that Team Mythic are continuously trying to pound the rock home down lower. And Cooper's going to lead the front. Everybody's starting to walk their way out. Project limited in success. Now Frankie has to pick up the tally as he knows the last player's around Monster. Mom has got to answer it all for Team Mythic. With only a Galil and a Dream, not a lot of utility. You don't fancy his chances with 46 seconds.
No, you really don't. And from here on, it's just going to be the absolute swing from everybody at the same time after the fact. Pinned against the wall before he has the chance to bunny hop his way around to the corner. It's going to be a 10-2 lead into the third map. Looking to finish this one off. Very close to being able to do so. We'll see if they can do it in the next.
Break up, don't speak for a couple of weeks. I'll be in his place till he calls and says he's sorry. This situation's on repeat, just like a scratch on a CD. It just gets deeper when you hit rewind. How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and it's blurring your vision.
Their best CT half of the season comes at the most important time. Badass Gaming sit a potential pistol win away from shooting down Team Mythic's dreams, and I'd say going even on the regular season thus far. Badass Gaming haven't played too many matches here in ECL, but I'm sure this is one they would love to take home, and they're so close to doing it here.
You're bang on, and so is Project 90 being able to already remove fREAKAZOiD from having any say into this round. Monster Tunnel looking pretty nice right about now for them as they found that opener, and Hate's just getting info. Flashbang for the fight, no good. That's going to make them a lot more uncomfortable for the remainder of this round as Badass continue to cut sound. Continue to wait outside. Molly smoke to go along with it. And yeah, if they wait like another like 20 seconds, Cooper will know nothing's going on towards A, and this is just going to be them kind of running into a little bit of a stack. But even so, having found that first pick alleviates that extraordinarily.
Oh, yeah. We got flashes, I think? No, it's a Molly smoke. An interesting combo for a pistol. Usually I feel like you see flashes almost a surefire, but now they're waiting for the utility to come through. The smoke just now lands Molly on Flom's angle in Tox. Cuts off one of the biggest problems they had coming into the site. Now, it's just players being overwhelmed. Around the pillar, Truck Lover is praying something goes his way, but it's not Dance Dance Revolution, it's Counter-Strike, and when they dance back into these crosshairs, it's not friendly or favoring. Cooper snuck his way out of pillar, though, so maybe there's a chance for him here. Needs both kills pretty fast, though. He won't come close. Shane, a 13 on him, and an badass.
Oh, man. That's pretty much the nail in the coffin, isn't it, at this point, Anthran? There is no other option but to go knees deep into the purchase with whatever the gods of CS will afford them. Not quite. I mean, I guess they still are the CS gods. It's just in a different context now. CS2 gods instead of the CSGO with a D at the end. Man, I miss CSGO. You remember that game?
I still wish the name wasn't CS2.
You remember that game? Oh!
Feels like it was just yesterday. Oh, hold up. XM10! Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. You can't... Never mind.
He tried, dude.
Never mind.
He tried his darndest.
It's not ending well, dude.
Oh,
Freak it with the door. God damn dare. 3 clotheslining shots to shut down the Mythic 4 spy. Again, it's the gun that I rate on the player I rate for it, but there's only so far you can sneak around like this.
Surely not. This guy doesn't say die.
Don't call me Shirley.
I didn't. Nobody said. Okay. Oh, I did before. Right. You're so funny doing that every broadcast. I'm sure chat loves the reoccurring joke. It loves the reoccurring joke. Flom.
I'm sure you would know what comedy is. Your life is a joke.
Okay.
You like crunchy peanut butter.
Okay. Flom. Anyway, Flom.
That was a personal attack.
Flom knows what a reoccurring joke is because this game seems to be the same joke on repeat. Unfortunately for he and the rest of the squad, nothing really ending up in their favor leaves them now with 1 round the gap between Badass and running away with the entirety of the series. What are we talking about?
I feel like I thought he was going to go back in sewer to try and pick up a gun, but now he's going the long way through con, which gives all this extra time to figure out what he could or probably is doing. But I guess the closest responder is Dare on 1 HP, so unlikely that he gets the kill. But we've kind of said that for 3 different frags now. Flom, which gun does he pick up? Going shopping. Walks away with the XM10.
Is there a lot of sodium in eggs?
I wouldn't know. I don't need eggs.
Terrorists win.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't... Apparently there's 62 milligrams. I don't know if that's a lot.
Thank you.
I got you.
It's not that much at all.
I was going to say milligrams is quite the small measurement. But that's per egg, too.
Well,
no, it's
well,
still,
okay. For reference, my ramen in my fridge is 1,890 per container. Yeah, per container. So
that's some nerd stuff, man. I like food. I eat food.
I see food, I eat it. 21-8 Dare is not stopped yet. He continues to barrel through anything that Mythic had to throw his way solo towards the top side of A. Now waiting for his teammates over at B to begin to cook. The smoke in front of the tunnel has actually denied them a little bit of this space for some time. The short control has been afforded to the CTs with Truck Lover jumping down as Hate jumps up to see nobody in the area.
They're looking to end this with just an outright B pop. I think waiting for this smoke to fade and then taking their liberties with them. They've got Flom up close on the XM10. No flash! Just take the fight raw. Oh my. That hurts my ears. I can still hear that. So, probably safe to say things didn't go that great. I'll keep looking over, but I'm pretty sure we've already got our answer.